Hey, welcome back. So, guys, as part of the today's session, let us see a brief overview on .env file. So, immediately a question that comes in our mind. So, what is the significance of this .env file? Why are we using this one? Ideally, this file is utilized as part of our the framework implementation or the framework whatever we are creation, right? So, we will be using this particular .env file. So what is the significance of this particular env file? In a simple terms, we can say that it's a simple text file itself. Okay, it's a simple text file which is used to store. Okay, so which is used to store and manage configuration settings and sensitive informations. Okay, like some kind of a username and a password or the environmental specific information we will be defining as part of this .env file. Okay, this practice is a crucial for security, flexibility, and a maintainability of your test automation framework, basically. Okay, so how you need to define this particular one? So in the project root directory, so here, in the project root directory, create a new file and name it as a .env. See here, this .env is, in this one. So I just mode it on to the top. So pull it down. Okay, so yes, so here I just moved it to the project level. So here if you observe, I created a .env and this .dnv is within my project itself. Okay, so now for the time being, what I am defining here is URL is equal to sourcedemo.com. I have just defined URL as a variable and the value associated for this one is a sourcedemo.com for now. Okay, that's fine. And in order to use this particular .env, right? So typically you need to install and configure .env. Okay, you need to install and configure .env. So how exactly we can do that? So the simple thing here is npm install. Okay, so it's gonna be npm install .env. Okay, env. So there is a typo issue. It's automatically correcting. Okay, save hyphen down. So this is the URL that we need to use in your terminal. So here, load your terminal. Okay, load your terminal and just put this particular URL and hit the enter button. Okay, so here npm error. Okay, probably. Okay, there is an issue here. Okay, so what I'm doing right now here is, okay, let me launch my browser once. Okay, so let me launch my browser. Okay, .env npm, navigate to the official website, npmi.env, copy this URL, that npm link and put it here. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, so here to address this vulnerability, lucky. This is probably invalid. So here, okay, I was just looking at the top, but here, if you look at it, basically, it ran successfully. So if you look at it, basically, it executed successfully. That's fine. So once this is done, so the next thing that we need to do here is, so this is the official website, guys. So we can just navigate to the official website and we can just pull this particular one, npmi.env. Okay, npmi.env. I itself means an install, but a .env. That's it. You just need to specify and install it. And we have a defined our variable URL for the time being. And now, as part of your configuration file, just below the import, you have these things. You just need to uncomment it. Okay, you just need to uncomment it, which is a importer.env and this particular chunk. So we just need to uncomment it. That's fine. And then what I am doing here is this is our base URL. So where is the base URL? So this is the base URL. So how exactly we can get that particular information from the .env? The simple thing here is process a .env dot URL. Okay, process dot env dot URL is the one that we have specified out over there. So process dot env dot URL. So whatever the environmental URL that you have defined out over there, just pull it out. Okay, and here this is the bing.com. Now in this particular program, still I have just defined this slash itself, and when I try to run this particular program, it should get that particular source demo URL from that particular, okay, from that particular .env file. See here. So this is the .env file. It captured it. For suppose in the env file, instead of a source demo.com, and I was just specifying login dot, okay, login dot salesforce.com. So I have just defined it. Okay, let me try to run this program and just check it out for us to understand whether it is working or not. See, it just opened. That's fine. Maybe the URL that I have given is wrong, but this is the way whether it is working or not, we can easily understand that. So this is the way how exactly we can specify this information. So the .env, I was able to retrieve it and I was able to utilize it here. Okay, perfectly all right, guys. Good enough. Yeah, now a kind of a question that comes in our mind, why we have used this particular pipe here, right? So what is the significance of that? See, by any chance, if at all, you haven't defined any URL in that particular file, this will fail. Instead of failing that, if the value is there, proceed with it. If the value is not there, then use this particular one. That's what the meaning of this particular pipe here. Okay, not only this particular one, we can also define a username and a passwords also. So here I'm defining my username and a password here. So this is the username and a password in your test. So what I'm doing here is instead of this particular chunk, so process, okay, process dot env dot username colon that particular pipe that the standard user and the secret password. So this is the information again. The pipe symbol is one and the same, which is an or. If the variables aren't defined, basically instead of failing that, utilize this particular values. That's what the meaning is. The script is getting executed successfully, with which one thing we can confirm here is this dot env is the one. This is the way how you need to use. These are the four different steps you just need to install just by following from its official website itself. Okay, perfectly all right. See you again in the next lecture. Thank you. Bye bye.